Prayer to me is my way of talking to God when I need Him.
Prayer is my means of being able to communicate with our Almighty God.
Prayer to me is a right given by God for me to be able to talk to Him.
Prayer means to me is a right given by God to call on to Him when in times of need and when I'm in trouble or when I need help with anything in life.
That it's like a connection that you could have with God, like talking to Him and with what you need.
Prayer is, you can talk to God like wherever you want. Like if you need something from Him, you can just pray and tell Him what you need.
It's a way to talk to God in all basic, very basic, because you can talk to Him for something so minor or something, you know, of utmost priority in your life.
To me, prayer, it means like you're talking to God and you're calling up to Him to give thanks or asking what you need, or you can tell Him even your problems, anything you had in life that you don't want to tell Him, but you can tell God.
To me, prayer is a way to talk to God, and it's also a stress reliever. Like whenever I have emotions built up inside and I have no one else to talk to, I just close my eyes and I pray to God, and that seems to help me.
To me, that's like one of my top importance on the top list of my life, because without prayer, you need to put God on top of your life. Me, praying is like you're talking to God, so the very impossible things that only God can do is what I ask Him, and then God will provide me.
It's important to me because, you know, God doesn't have an email or a number. But see, through prayer, we can pray onto Him anytime and any day, and He'll be there all the time, 24/7.
It's important to me for the times that no one else wants to listen to me. Like, there's someone there that actually cares, even though they're not physically
It's
here.
important to me because living here, there's a lot of trials that we go through, so having that way of talking to God really helps us get through those troubles.
I think it's important because in this world, you face a lot of trials, and you could talk to God to help you with those problems.
So if you like have a hard time or you need some help from God, you can pray, and He can solve your problems for you.
For me, it's important because it helped me throughout the many things I've done, especially that includes my school, my offices in the church.
Prayer is important to me because it's kind of like a miracle. It's only given to a fraction of people in the world. If you think about it, the people God selected, you know, it's like grains of sand on a beach, and it's something. It's a gift. It's very important because it helps you through about everything. I can't think of a time where prayer didn't help me
It's
at all.
important to communicate with our Almighty God or to pray because this allows me to ask Him for the things that I need and also to ask for the forgiveness of my sins. A time when prayer helped me out was when I was an overseer in the CWS, and we had to go and visit a child or young brother, I believe it was a young brother, and I didn't know if they were going to open the doors for us. So we were knocking and we were waiting, and then we prayed before we left because we were going to leave, and then they actually opened the door for us, and I guess it allowed us to, because we also prayed for the brother who was going to, that we were going to visit, and we actually did get to visit him at that moment.
This one time when our organist was in here, I had to give pitch, and I was really nervous and scared. And I just closed my eyes and I prayed, and that seemed to help because I wasn't nervous as before, and I got through the task.
And it was successful?
Yeah, it was successful.
Yeah, I got this one story. I'll make it short. It is like the day when I had surgery, I realized there's an upcoming worship services, and it was like 3 days ahead. I realized that I'm not gonna make it. I looked at my body, I was really weak. I couldn't even get up, my parents wouldn't let me. But that day, the night before, I prayed to God to bless me with a great strength. The next day, my parents wouldn't even let me attend the worship service because they were really feeling bad for me and they knew I couldn't do it. They decided to tell the ministers and head deacons to come pray to me. So they will know I wasn't absent, but I wasn't asking them that. I wanted to attend the worship service. I prayed to God, if it's not against your will, to bless me with their strength. And I realized I was so strong that I even got up the bed, got in the wheelchair. Every step that I took down the stairs was like facing another trial. And as I was there in the worship service, I look up. I was there in the sanctuary, and I told God, God, thank you, I'm here. Ever since then, the importance of prayer increased my strength. The importance of prayer increases your faith because you're asking God to strengthen your faith every day.